All right, people, back again. This is Bob, and I'm going to take a look today at Fire and Ice number one. As a kid, I was a gigantic fan of this movie. This was an animated feature that brought Frank Frazetta's artwork to life, so it was pretty amazing to look at. I definitely, I don't know, everybody loves Frazetta's artwork, you know. This is a Ralph Bakshi film, and he did the thing called rotoscoping, where basically they traced over actors performing the scenes so that you got this like realistic type of animation for these characters. It was an awesome movie. If you've never seen it, I recommend you go check it out. It's apparently free on like every streaming network out there. So right now we're going to take a look at Fire and Ice number one from Dynamite Comics. And I have good things and bad things to say. Not many bad things. This is actually a pretty good book. I'm enjoying it. I've got number two as well. I'm gonna throw that on here. Do a video for that as well. But we're starting here, and it's going to be kind of a prequel to the events that took place in the movie. I guess they wanted to do that to maybe flesh some characters out, but in doing so, they're kind of rewriting the movie, which is an issue that I have. Like you have all of this in place. Um, I don't know why you're retelling the story and kind of doing it the way that you want it to. I don't know. To me, that's like a disrespect to the actual creator of something is to redo it and make it the way that you think is better. I don't know, but basically what we have here is we're being told a story, and it's a story about how a mouse lives between a dragon and a tiger, and the dragon and tiger hate each other, and they're going to do anything they can to kill each other, and the dragon may win, the tiger may win, but the definite loser in this is this mouse. Okay, and of course the mouse is the people of Firekeep. Okay, what we have here is some of the people from that village going through the jungle while this teacher here is telling them teaching them some philosophy, basically teaching them about like what life is like, there. And this now a thing that gets me here is I just want to point out is again, this teacher is telling this story here, and he's like, maybe the dragon will win, maybe the tiger will win, but one thing is certain: the mouse will be crushed between them. Okay. And then here we have, wait, in this story of yours, we're the mouse. There's something about the way that is said that takes me out of the comic. It doesn't sound like the way these characters speak in the movie. A movie that was already made so that you have that information, you watch it, you do this. Um, you're giving it more of a modern type of speech, and that always, I don't know, that is a thing that just takes me out of something. I watched that Jason Momoa Conan movie, and I don't know, I got halfway through and I just couldn't take it anymore. It was mostly just from the god awful dialogue, the modern dialogue in this movie about, the Hyborian age. I don't know. It's just a thing that kills me. So that's what we're getting with this. Like, for some spots, they want to sound like this was, an ancient time or whatever, and they kind of speak to reflect that, and then it kind of feels like, you know, 2020 that they're speaking in. It's, you know, I don't know, it's a thing. So it kind of took me out of it. But overall, like I said, the book is good. There's just, minor things that kind of catch me off guard or don't feel right when reading it. Okay. But he's basically like, so why do we even try to live then? I don't know. That seems like a weird question to me because like all people have like this natural survival instinct to try to live. Um, and this guy is kind of telling you that either way you're going to die. Um, so he starts basically uh, coming up with some ideas of why you might want to live. But somebody is also looking for Larn. Okay, and if we know Larn from the movie, who was a warrior, right? And apparently Larn is out here doing some hunting, and he was about to get some animal, but they ended up walking up on it and talking, so the animal got away. At which point the teacher says, "That gives me a great idea. Lauren, why don't you go out and hunt us some food?" And that's exactly what this guy was doing. So, as a teacher, this guy's kind of coming off as a little dumb, but it's what it is, right? Um, so, Lauren's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go do that." So now they're all sitting around the campfire again, talking about the Conan trope of what's best in life or whatever. And, they're like, hey, maybe you want to be a brave warrior, or maybe you want to be rich and own all the land, or maybe you want to find a pretty girl and settle down, right? So now they just start talking about pretty girls. And speaking of pretty girls, this is some amazing artwork, but this little chimp is like flashing her, and I just find that to be hilarious. But yeah, this is gorgeous. This actually makes me want to buy the comic, even though I've owned some Sheena comics, and uh, they left a lot to be desired. Anyway, moving on. So again, they're kind of now poking fun at oh, this guy likes this girl, and they're like, "Oh, shut up! No, I don't." And as they're doing that, the teacher gets an arrow like right through the back of his head and out of his mouth. Right, some nice gore that they threw in here, and the kids are like, "What the hell is going on?" Right, and then they get attacked by the subhumans. Okay. Um, I find it funny because the first thing that came to mind for me it says Kaluga, and I all I can do is think about that old like Model T type of horn, Kaluga, Kaluga. That's what I get from it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. It kind of pulls me out of it, but I thought it was funny that that's what like clicked in my head. Um, the artwork here is gorgeous. This guy's artwork. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at the artist real quick here. So we're artist is Leonardo Mango or Menko. Okay, he seems awesome. I'm loving this guy's work. There's a lot of very Frazetta esque art being done here, like that. It looks like it was taken straight from a Frazetta painting, so it's pretty awesome. Um, so these subhumans attack and they're killing the teachers and the children. And this guy pops up and he's like, sorry guys, you're hearing my dog and other dogs barking. But anyway, this guy pops up and he's like, "No, don't kill them all. We got to take somebody with us as a prisoner, so that we can get some information." We find out that this person is Caladan. Okay, now we cut over here and we see Dark Wolf, and Dark Wolf is just on some mountaintop apparently, looking at the Ice Kingdom that we know from the movie with Juliana here and Nekron. Okay, but to me, it's kind of like he's hearing this conversation. We're seeing him outside. We're hearing what's going on inside. Why is he standing there looking at uh, the ice castle or whatever? Well, anyway, we have Juliana here talking, and we find out that Kaladin is her firstborn son, something that we did not see in the movies. Okay, in the movies we only knew about Nekron. Okay, there was no talk of Kaladin at all, and she is talking about how she wishes that Kaladin was not the warrior. He should be more book smart, and it should be Nekron who's the warrior because no one cares about the second born son. It's the firstborn son that's the most important, and she doesn't want anything to happen to Kaladin, who apparently will be leading her armies when she no longer can. So we see Dark Wolf here just run off again. It seems to me like he hears what's going on from outside of this ice cavern or whatever, and he takes off. And now we cut back over to the jungle again. We have Larn here being taken by the subhumans, right? Now here we're shown two women, right? And at first it was like I'm seeing this woman here, and if you've seen the movie, then you're like, okay, this girl looks like Tigra. okay? But I'm thinking to myself, like, no, it can't be Tigra because Tigra is like the Lord of Firekeep's daughter, and she is like the posh princess who, is waited on hand and foot and doesn't know anything of the real world or anything like that. And she just wants to live this lap of luxury or whatever provided by her father. But here we have, this is in fact Tigra with her mother, who we had never met in the movie. And apparently the mother is taking her out through the jungle to teach her the ways of the jungle. So that seems very weird to me because again, Tigra in the movie did not know any of this. She was someone like when Firekeep was invaded and she escaped, uh, she was lost. Like she had no idea where to go. She didn't know what to do, right? And she definitely didn't seem to know any of the other characters that we've been introduced to so far, right? But basically, they're seeing Lauren being taken here by the subhumans. Okay, so they're like, okay, we are going to do something about that. So we cut back to the Ice Kingdom, okay, and Kaladin has returned, and we have Nekron here pouring a glass of wine for Kaladin and talking to him about, his latest conquest and, you know, him being firstborn and the fact that he's so patient to rule, whereas he would want nothing but to rule now. He wouldn't want to wait for it. And then, of course, something's going on. He realizes there's something wrong with this wine, and Necron's like, "Oh yeah, I absolutely poisoned this. I took you out, so now that I will be the more important one, I will rule the kingdom because I deserve to." Right? So Kaladin is erased immediately. Now, as a story point, I get that it's making Necron look super ambitious. It's creating this different dynamic between him and his mother that you did not get in the movie. In the movie, the mother looked like, she had provided everything for Necron to make him this ruler, to push him. It looks like it's her that's constantly like doing that, right? But in this, it seems like she had no love for Necron. She had love for Kaladin, and so we introduced Kaladin just for that. He was a character just brought in to be killed to show what Necron will do in order to rule this Ice Kingdom. Okay, which is what we got. Again, some gorgeous artwork here. This is amazing here. Um, the metal. This is all amazing. It makes me want to read some Red Sonja now. Okay, cut back to the jungle again, right? And Tigra and her mother kind of stopped following to take a break for a bit. Like they built a fire so that they can rest and everything. And of course, we've got Tigra here is eating some strawberries, right? Um, they're all about to just lay down and get cozy or whatever while, you know, again, Lauren is being taken by these subhumans and that they were following. I guess after some short sleep, they determined to carry on. And here we are at the home of Rolil. And we remember Rolil from the movie. Rolil is a witch, and we have her son, Atawa. Okay? He's this big, like grotesque giant creature. Okay, incredibly strong. Hold on one second. Sorry. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there. Okay, so they come upon, the witch's hovel here. She's got Lauren strapped up, and apparently she is about to sacrifice him in order to get the power that she's apparently giving to Juliana in order to build her army to take over Firekeep. Okay, and then we have Tigra's mother jump in with her her cat. Is it a lion? Is it a tiger? I'm not sure. Okay, because I'm not seeing like spots or stripes. Right, it looks like a tiger, but the color of a lion. Um, this is gorgeous artwork, by the way. Like all of this is great. I'm in love with this. Right. Great picture of all of these characters here. But they jump in to save Lauren, basically, which again is weird to me. Now, as I'm looking at this, right, Tigra was outside. They destroyed the entire hovel. Okay, the hovel's very small and fragile. Her and her cat destroyed all of that, and now we have Ottawa coming out to chase them. Now, Tigra has seen this guy, which again in the movie she never did, but here, she's being introduced, and also to Lauren. Okay, she was introduced to all these characters now, even if she saw them briefly or whatever. Something that again isn't really established in the movie, but that's fine, right? So they run off, and Ottawa is following them and getting pretty close and about to kill them when suddenly Ottawa stops to fight this horse, right? This horse got in the way, or the horse attacked, right? And Ottawa's like, where did you come from? So I'll kill you, it doesn't matter. And just as he goes to attack the horse, we have Dark Wolf jump out to take on Ottawa, right? And then, end of the book right now, okay? It's kept over to the next issue. So, like I said, it's not sticking entirely with the story that we were given in the movie, but this is thoroughly enjoyable. I highly recommend it. This is an awesome book. I'm going to continue. Look at this action figure. This action figure is insanely cool. I might have to get one of these. Look at this interchangeable hands and everything. We have a bunch of different covers here. I got the cover that I like the best, I think, right? I like this is the original Fire and Ice cover for the movie, and then we have this. Okay. It seems that they bring out a lot of alternate covers for these books. It seems like that's a thing that Dynamite seems to do. They put a lot of effort into getting these covers on there. Oh, anyway, so that was Fire and Ice, everybody. Fire and Ice #1. Something I fully recommend. I will be reviewing more of this because I did enjoy the comic. If you guys liked this video, please do me a favor and hit like. It costs you nothing and it helps my channel grow. And I'm trying to grow my channel because I'm trying to get the word out there about a comic that I'm working on, which is Ghost Girl. And hopefully I will have that done sometime in the near future. Things keep popping up to prevent me from moving forward with that, but I am trying my best to accomplish this. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time.